Welcome to Prana Online. My name is Jennifer Johnvey, and I'm pleased to lead you through the next few moments of Heart Opening Restorative. This is a great practice to use anytime throughout the day, but particularly if you've been working at a computer for a long time and have that shoulder forward position. This is a great way to reset the chest, the neck and shoulders, and also find a little bit more energy for the rest of the day. This practice can also be used at the end of your day in the evening to help yourself wind down from the activity of the day and come into more of a restful state for nighttime. For this practice today, I recommend having 2 blankets and a bolster or a couple of pillows from home. Once you're ready, we'll shift into a comfortable seated position, either sitting on a blanket or directly on your mat. Use this time to shift and settle, really noting to your body, to your mind, that you're coming into the moment. You're letting go of what's happened thus far today and opening space for this practice in your mind and body. Close down your eyes. Feel the breath moving in and out of your lungs. Awareness can move to the heart center. Note sensation. Maybe there's a feeling of openness. Maybe there is a feeling of restriction. Take it all in as is. Allow the breath to deepen slightly. Create a physical expansion within the heart center by inhaling and expanding the lungs. As you exhale, feel your seat ground and land a little more solidly. Inhale, guide your hands to heart center. We'll open this practice together with a single Om, really allowing the resonance of the Om to rest at the heart center. Inhale together. Hands move back down to the knees and eyes open. We'll aliven and waken our breath with the breath of joy, the Jaya Kriya. To do this, we inhale, reach our arms up towards the sky. As we exhale, we take our thumbs to the base of the pinky, wrap our hands around, or fingers, around that thumb, and exhale forcefully as we draw our arms down and elbows back. Let's do that together. Inhale. Keep breathing more and more in and out. Cleansing the lungs, opening the lungs for more and more breath. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, expand the arms, expand the chest. Breathe a little more into that heart center. Retain the breath in and draw the hands back down to the lap. Feel your energetic body in its expansion. Whenever it becomes uncomfortable, gently release the air out of your lungs and return to a normal breath. Eyes can close to sense and feel what has awoken, what has re-energized within that chest. If they're not already, guide the eyes open. Inhale to reach the arms out and up. Maybe gaze will lift. As you exhale, guide the left arm, the left hand to the right knee. Inhale to proud the chest, reach the crown towards the ceiling. Exhale to sink in the seat and allow the twist to naturally come through the spine. Every in-breath, fill and expand the lungs. Every out-breath, empty to see if there's more space for your spine to twist. Inhale, reach up. Lift through the heart center, and exhale, guide the right hand over to the left knee. Inhale, proud through your crown, through your chest, lengthening the spine. Exhale, feel that spine relax and wind into the twist. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, guide the hands back down to the sides. We'll take the knees together and we'll begin to move more into a restorative practice. Guide your pillow or your bolster to intersect your mat. So it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. And then you can move on to whichever side you would like to start, coming into a side lying position. Really send the bottom arm forward so that you're not resting directly on top of that shoulder joint. So instead of resting here, I'm reaching that arm out and across. Then I can guide the ear to the pillow, making sure my knees are at a 90-degree angle to allow for balance and support of the body. Then I'll take my top arm and reach a little further away from the bottom hand so that my fingertips are making contact with the earth. We'll move as slowly as possible through these arm circles as we unwind the clock. Inhale and guide the fingertips to brush along the earth. It's okay if they don't quite reach. Your intention is to lengthen and reach towards the earth. As your fingertips come over your ear, this is where you can begin to rotate the body open, allowing the heart to move towards the sky and feel your fingertips reaching for the earth behind you, whether or not they make contact. Move as slowly as you possibly can. And you're also welcome to pause and breathe in any spots that feel extra sticky through the shoulder joint or the heart center. Take your time with these circles. We'll take 2 in one direction. When you've completed 2 circles, let the palms rest to each other. Close or soften the gaze. And feel the sensation present from opening the shoulder girdle, the heart center. Slowly begin to reverse the direction of that circle, taking your fingertips now towards the knee. And as you reach the hip, as your arm comes over the hip, twisting open to reach those fingertips back towards the earth behind you. Again, move slow, pause as needed. And it can be so wonderful to close your eyes and send your breath to those areas you're finding sensation in. This is so wonderful at helping open the shoulders, re-energize the chest after working at a computer or a desk for a number of hours. Once you've completed 2 circles in that direction, again, bring the palms to rest on one another. Take 2 deepened breaths here. When you're satisfied and complete, no rush if you're not ready yet. You'll use your helping hands to shift your weight back up, and we'll prepare to move onto the opposite side. Same setup, having some support for your neck and shoulders in the form of a pillow or a bolster. Knees are at 90 degrees to provide support for the body, and palms meet. The top arm reaches a little bit beyond the bottom to brush the fingertips on the earth. As you inhale, slowly trace the fingers along the floor. As your arm comes up and over the ear, you can then rotate the body open, reaching the back of your fingertips to the floor behind you. Again, you can pause and breathe space through the chest, through the shoulder as needed. As the arm passes the hip joint, you can then send the heart forward once again. Continue these circles once more in this direction. This movement really allows for the connective tissue, the fascia, to fan and almost rehydrate as it mechanically fans over the tissue above and beneath it. Once you're complete 2 circles in the upward direction, begin to move the opposite way, sending the hand back towards the knee as the arm passes over the hip, rolling open to reach behind. No need to rush. Remember to welcome a softened gaze or even closing the eyes down altogether. When you've completed your 2 circles in that opposite direction, rest for a moment with the palms connecting. Deepen the breaths for 2 rounds. And then with helping hands, return upright for our last posture. This one will utilize either a bolster, or if you don't happen to have a bolster at home, a couple of blankets that are folded and stacked one on top of the other can work just as well for this. You do want to, however, make sure these blankets are long enough to support fully your upper body. So something for me, I'm short, so this is more than long enough for myself. From here, we'll align that bolster so that it's right at the tip of our shoulder blades. If you can imagine, if you are a woman, that's along your bra line. And of course, if you don't wear one, that's right underneath the bottom of that triangular shape of your shoulder blade. We'll align the bolster, the base of the bolster to there. You can keep the knees bent and intending towards one another if that feels more comfortable. Make sure your chin is not pointing upward, but elongated along the bolster. And from here, you can rest the arms up and back. For many of us, we have very chronically tight shoulders, chronically tight chests. It might be advisable to have either blocks or another blankets to help catch those arms to provide further support. Another adjustment if needed, if your chin is pointing up and you feel like your head can't quite reach the bolster, this is where you can utilize the help of a blanket or a sweater And you would just simply fold it to provide additional height and support to your neck and shoulders. So take your time here. We'll be resting here for quite some time. So you want to ensure that you can shift and wiggle into a very comfortable position. If it feels okay on your low back, you are welcome to lengthen the legs out. But keep in mind, we want to balance this opening of the chest sensation with a little bit of ease. So if it's a little too much of a pinch in that low back, please keep the knees bent and the feet flat on the mat. You can even take the feet a little further out away from one another and allow the knees to tent in towards each other. If you haven't done so already, begin to close the eyes. And sense into the sensations throughout your heart center. Use your breath, that expansion within your ribcage and lungs, to create a soft opening. And as the front of your heart center opens, explore breathing deeper into the back of the heart center, between the shoulder blades. Your in-breath invites this open through the front, through the shoulder girdle. And your out-breath helps you sink and soften to the gentle support of your pillow or bolster. Opening and being held. Continue to rest here for a few more moments. I'll let you know when it's time to shift. If you're feeling at ease in this posture, you're welcome to stay with the bolster underneath your upper back. If you're feeling complete, you can shift off your bolster and come into a traditional lying Shavasana pose. We'll rest for just one more moment here together. You are more than welcome to continue to rest if your day or evening allows. If you're ready to end your practice, shift onto your right side. Connect your body for one more moment with the floor. Use your hands to then help you into an upright seated position. Ground your sit bones, lengthen the spine, and roll the shoulders down and back. Close the eyes and rest into the newfound ease within your heart center. Perhaps feeling a little more energized within this energetic space. Maybe more ready to take on the rest of the day, or feeling like you were able to unwind and rest for the evening. Guide your left hand to heart center, right hand to cradle your left. We'll close this practice with a single chant of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you for taking the time to open and find a reset through the heart center.